Hello, everyone, and welcome to Philippines meeting GPMS. And today is Wednesday, 7th of May. So this will be the May meeting, but a lot of things are changing. So we'll see. We'll see if we continue with monthly or with what. Because for what we're seeing is um, this is gonna move on depending of what the people that are involved in it would like to do. Like this is an idea that we had with Sister Lody, and because we wanted to share and to start something that we could do virtually because we cannot be all the time traveling and doing this talks in the physical that we would love to, but yeah. So, and we were the main ones kind of carrying it forward. And that would be a nice time to start saying, okay, we would like to say this, but if some other one want to also make a meeting or say, can we do one before? I cannot host it, whatever, but more communication between the people and more decision making also from the people. So hello, everyone. Sis, do you want to repeat where everybody is from now?
Yes. Welcome, Sister Nilda from Ilocos, and Sister Anselma from Cebu, Sister Margarita from Quezon City, and Sister Divina from Palawan. So we have representatives from
Hi, good
all
evening.
regions of the Philippines.
Yeah,
Welcome.
yeah.
From Ilocos Region 1.
Yes. Nice to see you again, Sister Nilda. It's been
Thank
almost half
you.
year,
Yeah,
more than
Oo
half
nga eh.
year.
that is crazy. It's like when I went back to the Philippines the last time, I said, I've only been out a few months, and no, a whole year had passed. Everything is going so quickly. We're almost in the middle of the year already, and it's wow. And a lot has happened, and for what I'm seeing and hearing, a lot will be happening. Like everybody's saying, now things are starting to move, and they won't stop. There's not
And
gonna.
very fast.
Yes, and there will be
Very
no
fast.
breaks, no pauses. So actually,
Yes.
we will be challenged, as always, so to keep doing our best. So we were saying before starting the recording that we don't have an agenda for this meeting, as we never had, because we always just kind of speak from the heart and just want to gather together and to explore different perspectives. And so I would just like to say a short thing of the perspective that I have, that what happened, and to give a little bit of information, because in an objective way, we're gonna say that GPMS was okay. Rick had the hi. Who is Kakai?
Kakay, yes.
Yeah. Say hi. So
Hi now.
and we were giving this name, GPMS, Global People's Monetary System. And Rick was the one downloading some things. And then with Lee, Brother Lee Mudway, and also it was Emily Lynn and Ivan and Christina, a few others that are not with us anymore. But they started and they redacted everything to make it a website. They kind of helped to put all the ideas into words and into the website. So that was done by a bunch of people, but with this idea that is from no one's. It's for the people and it's of the people. But we are only just putting this so then people can access this, and if they like it, they can jump on the boat of this freedom and abundance. And the main things that we were saying and that we were all agreeing is that GPMS, it's about causing no harm, that is divine law, do no harm, and the value that was put in the old world in the outside, in the material things and everything, we were returning it to where it belongs, that is inside each. So each soul the soul is what's valuable. So each inside has their own value. And we're trying, even me, myself, and everybody, we're trying to remember more and more of all these things we forgot that we are really the energy of creation, source creation itself, just inside of these bodies. And I believe also that at these times we came with a specific purpose, that is to get out of the lower vibrations and to the higher. So getting out of the old world to go to a new world. So all was good. We made that referendum. Then like more people appeared and me, like and Sister Lody, that we saw the plan, that it was like so pure, so solid that we said like, yeah, I want to represent that. So we said to ourselves, I'm a guardian now, because as guardians do, when there's something precious, you feel the need like to guard it and to take care of it. So what happened at the end of the year of last year, there was a situation that we already spoke a little bit about with some African brothers, and the things is like when like in the old kind of world way, people were saying, I believe in him, but I don't believe in him. Oh, I believe in him and I believe in him. And I'm not gonna go like a lot into it, but that see that brought up a situation that were the main two people, the co-founders, one trusted one of the brothers and the other ones didn't trust him that much, because there was kind of like evidence that something was at least dodgy, weird, with the way that this guardian from Africa was behaving. So we as the people, because if not, we're going kind of like in the old world kind of thing. Okay, if the co-founders are doing something, we keep like following what they do, we don't like that, because we all have a voice and we all should be heard in what we think and our opinions and perspective. That didn't happen. Like people started to say what they were thinking and they were not heard. That's where we said, okay, this is not GPMS functioning. Something is going on here. And also, it's not just GPMS, it's the whole collective that we're going through these cleansing processes over and over and over again. If you clean it, great. After a period of time, you have to revise it again to see if it needs more cleaning. And that it's been going on repetitively, like in cycles. So in one of these cycles, there was kind of like a separation. Yeah. So one of the co-founders that he trusted this just one guy, as all the others didn't agree, he kind of like opened up this new branch that now it's being called divine. But what many, because we have been speaking also, we have been seeing is that this new branch of divine GPMS, that it's enough to say that now gpms.world, as it stands as a website, and all the links and all the cards and everything that we've already shared is with gpms.world link, QRs and everything. If you go now to that link, you won't find anything now. It says it no longer exists. And if you go to the new Divine GPMS world, you see that a lot of changes have been made without informing the people. And well, it was done also without informing the people that they were going to change the name of the website and take all the consents and all these kind of things that personally I don't agree with, and many others also don't agree with. So it doesn't matter, as we were saying, who does what, because we are all characters playing a role to just get the mission, so we can get done the mission. And so it's roles, there's no blame, but it's just, it doesn't feel right for many, this new website, because, for example, Brother Lee Madway is no longer in the website. He had a picture with a description and it was said co-founder. Now that's not there. Brother Dean Willis also is being wiped. And all the emails, Lee suddenly couldn't enter the emails that he was the one checking them for 4 years. And like all the work that many have been doing in the background, now it was kind of like dismissed. And it felt a little bit kind of childish. Okay, if you don't agree with me, I'll take this with me and I do whatever I want. And when you get now into the GPMS, Divine GPMS community site also, that they did another one, it says just read yours founder. So that it felt a little bit, we were all saying, come on, brother, please, this is looking more like the old world and we're just doing the opposite. But you know how sometimes the psyche works, and I know it very well because I went through so many layers of thinking I was right, and then okay, I'm not right, and I had to say sorry if it was the case, and I say yes, I was right, take accountability, and then go to the next layer. Now I'm right. Oh no, I'm not right again. Okay, this is kind of like happening. So we tried to speak, but there was a moment that there was kind of like a break. And in my personal life, I also can say that when that happened, and being with Lee, he's always like maintaining like the principles, integrity, all of that. When you fall a little bit in frequency, he stopped speaking with me, like for example. But then I understood why, and I even thank for it because it was like, yeah, if you paid attention while I'm in a little bit low vibration, it's no good for anybody because it's not good for the universe. So we felt a little bit that that was going on. So now we're in a moment that we have, well, I was going to say two websites, but now we have one website that it has all that the previous website had with some changes that we don't agree with. So me personally, I feel I cannot like continue to go through that route because of all of these things. There are things that they don't, yeah, let's use the word vibration. They don't feel good. And things were done in the background. Well, a lot of things that was like, I don't like how this is going. So the people that still want to talk about GPMS and the fundamentals, the principles about integrity, honor, the value being inside, do no harm, a higher moral society and a high conscious society. Because a lot of people, when they talk about, no, but you should love each other more. But if what I've learned is like, if you don't have the conscious first, let's put it that way. If you work the consciousness first, then you're in a place that you remember that you are love. If you just work on the love and not the consciousness, you're never gonna understand what's going on. You're never gonna be sure if you can trust yourself because you don't know yourself, because you don't know what level of consciousness you're acting from. So, and we were all about the frequencies. We know what we need to energize, and it's up there and not the things down here. So for now, we're gonna have a meeting because some people like chose it, because also all the, well, there's still the GCs in Facebook, but all the Telegram groups that we had, the representatives, the lounge, and all the groups that we had for interaction, they're also been separated, let's say, and new ones had been made that not everybody can get in. That's another thing. There's a vetting process now that I personally, I don't agree with because again, it's all world. So we don't want to say, okay, that's done. That got F. No, we're going to stick with the principles and together we're going to have a meeting. So whoever wants to participate in that meeting, that is next Saturday, I will also put, and whoever wants it can send a message to me or to Lee, and we'll send the link. There will be more like an open, everybody sharing more perspective. We didn't even know if we're going to put it public or even record it, but it's more to hear what the people have to say, what the people think with this situation. But we're seeing that most are agreeing not to jump into this new website that we don't know what, but continue with the fundamentals that we were already sharing. And we then together decide what we do. Because also we have spoken with Sister Renata that she did all the lovely work, not only with all the newsletters, but with the website of the GPMS community website. And for now, she said, I would be very happy to put the website on the hands of the people and do with it what the people decide. If we want to put again, like doing it more like from the people and change the name to GPMS. So we will recover the people that had the QR and all the old things that we shared. They would be redirected to something, but it would be more people based. And I saw it, that's why I say it doesn't matter who is doing what, the names, because the roles, if you see it, it's just the roles. We started GPMS trying to do something totally different from the old world. But apparently, some energies in GPMS were still old world in there, inside each of the participants. And we need to clean that too. So, this, in a way, we can see that this needed to happen. So one of the brothers, and thank you for that, he just went another way, kind of like to see what the rest of the people would do. If they would choose like to follow, or to say, okay, no, this happened and I don't like this, I don't like this, and kind of see more everything from this moral point of view and go with it. Because if not, we cannot say, okay, this happened. Okay, let's not say anything about it. Nothing happened. Just go to Divine GPMS world because the important thing is getting the numbers so the people can get money. Because in general, it was more like this. We're saying more no. The numbers are one thing. For what I would do if I would be on the streets at this moment gathering consents, I would continue to do that, but I would hold as a guardian of those votes because the important thing is the message that we give and the energy behind it. Because it's the same, then one day, if we can, we'll see what happens because maybe this faction that started then comes back and we recover all of that and suddenly we can put all the consents together and we have like it doesn't matter, people are not that following the number, so it really doesn't matter if there's a number now, but we know that we're having the consents. But what's more important, we know that we're still sharing a pure message because, and we've been speaking a lot about this, Sister Lody, in a lot of meetings, that the energy was the most important thing. And if we sharing GPMS, we're sharing a message of purity and remembering what we are, that's more important because that's gonna go into this 100 monkeys effect and change reality. And I personally don't think we need 4 billion people to listen to the message. We will get there faster. GPMS was just a vehicle. So now people will have to kind of like to choose because now will be there's was one vehicle that now it's different, it's not the same. And this one that is still the same has lost the website. But this will go on depending on the people now. Nobody's going to decide for you because it's yours. It doesn't matter if somebody else says, it's mine. Okay, you think it's yours, take it. But we, because we already know all the things that we've been working, they cannot take that away from us. So what we have, we're gonna have to decide what to do with it. And anything it's possible, like doing another website and even like doing it more, but from a people's participation perspective, that if we were honest, it wasn't happening that much. And it was always what we wanted, more participation from the people. Now it's kind of, if the people don't do anything, well, that's the end of the original GPMS.world. But apparently, people are choosing not to leave it behind and to continue and to say, not only we're going to keep the same principles, but we're going to cement them. We're going to make sure and help our brothers and sisters that we're all maintaining that. And we're going to commit to something. And that is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's more like doing more in the energy and in the consciousness kind of work. We're going to continue that. How? It depends on the people. So that's one of the things that I think we're gonna speak a little bit on Saturday, apart from listening for what the people need to say. I know, Sis, if you wanna say something or anybody.
Yes, but first I have to remind that if we were cut with this part 1, we have to return after 10 minutes and do the part 2. Okay po, balik po tayo pagka nakat itong session natin ngayon. After 10 minutes, yun lang po pwedeng mag-open ulit, mag-restart yung ating room for
Hmm.
the second part of this meeting. So, ah, kagaya din nung ine-explain ko po nung nandun ako sa Cebu, it's all about the energy. Kasi nga, nag-iisip sila, bilyon ang kailangan na pangalan, ang dami pang kulang. Wala pa nga tayo sa kalahating milyon. Paano mangyayari yun? So, laging ganun yung question nila. Taon pa ang bibilangin bago mangyari yun na magkaroon ng majority is 3 to 4 billion consent sa website. Oo nga naman. Pero yung energetics po, yung positive energy, yung frequency, yung high energy vibration na nanggagaling sa puso ng bawat isa dahil we are looking forward to a better future for all. Na sinasabi rin naman natin na money is just a tool. Hindi naman panghabang buhay na kakailanganin ng pera. It's just for a year siguro kasi kailangan mabili natin ma-acquire natin lahat ng ating kailangan, bahay, lupa, sasakyan, everything. And eventually, lahat po ng mga pabrika, lahat ng gumagawa ng mga appliances, ng vehicle, ng gadgets, etc., na kailangan natin sa pang-araw-araw, magiging pag-aari po yan ng mga tao. So, hindi na natin kakailanganin ng pera. Kapag umabot na po doon sa sandali na wala ka nang kailangang bilhin kasi lahat ay libre mong makukuha, aanin pa ang pera. So, pera is just to attract and focus tayo. Lalo na po dito sa Philippines, pinractice tayo talaga na palista sa ayuda, palista sa ganito, 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 ganito. Kaya tayo yung number one ngayon na nagse-send ng consents because we are seeing this. Pero hindi po iyan lang eh. Hindi iyan lang. Mas maraming mahahalagang bagay sa buhay natin na ito and it is all